Welcome to practice today. We are going to move through a solar practice. So cultivating a little bit of energy, some vibrance, and some heat in the body. So perfect for the time that I am filming this during the middle of winter. And the intention is just to leave practice feeling a little bit more lively, like we've cultivated some energy and we can take that with us through the day. To begin, let's chant Om 3 times. So to settle into practice this morning, just begin by closing down your eyes. Simply becoming aware of the breath. Notice the rise and fall of the belly. And just allowing yourself to land deeply into the present moment. Letting go of anything in the past or the future, anything that's happened leading up to your practice, or anything on your to-do list. Simply let it go and find yourself in the present moment. Take a deep inhalation. And exhale completely. This time, inhale for Om. Noticing that pause after the mantra, charged with energy. Beautiful. All right, coming into our first pose. So, come to lie on your back, feet planted firmly on the ground, with a bend to your knees. Walk your heels in as close as you can to your glutes, almost so that your fingertips could touch your heels if you really wanted to. From here, we're going to lift the hips, raise the arms overhead until the back of your hands reach the floor. As you exhale, lower the hips, lower the hands. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the hands. And exhale to lower. We're going to extend the inhalation to 6 counts. Inhale and rise. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Exhale and lower. 2, 3, 4. Inhale and rise, this time for 7. 6, 7. Maintaining the exhalation at 4, 3, 4. Beautiful. Final round, extending the inhalation to 8. And exhale for 4. Keeping your hands planted on the ground now, pressing through your heels, lifting your hips skyward. Option to stay here with your hands on the ground, or take a clasp underneath your hips and then roll the shoulders back one at a time, pressing up a little bit higher through your chest. Once you've found your position, just come back to that perfect stillness. Breathing into your chest and out from your belly. Raise your hips a little higher to the roof. 3 more rounds of breath as you are. Beautiful. Unclasp your hands if you have the clasp. And then gently roll your spine down to the ground, vertebrae by vertebrae, until the hips reach the floor. Take a moment to receive the energy that you've cultivated. Notice a sense of vibrance moving throughout your body. And when you're ready, gently roll to one side and make your way up to an all fours position. From here, placing your knees hip-width distance apart and keeping your hips as they are stacked over your knees. We're going to walk your hands forward. If you can, place your forehead on the floor and extend the spine long. Come back to that breath, breathing into your chest and out from your belly. Noticing with every exhalation you find a little bit more space in your body. to come out, gently walk your hands either side of your head. From here, on your next inhalation, press yourself back to all fours. Sit back on your heels. Come to Vajrasana, palms facing up. Closing down your eyes if it feels comfortable. Just noticing that boost of energy in the heart space. Beautiful. From here, staying as you are in your kneeling position. Place your right hand to the outside of your right hip. And as you inhale, raise your left arm skyward. As you exhale, gently lean to the right. If you've got the space to do so, looking up to your left hand. On your next inhalation, gently rise back to center. And as you exhale, lower your hands to your lap. And just notice that you can feel the energetic body on that left side, like an expansion of your physical body. Balance out both sides now. Place your left hand to the outside of your left hip. Inhale to raise your right arm skyward. And then exhale to lean to your left side, taking a nice stretch down that right side body. The final piece to move, if you have the space to do so, is just the gaze upward. And come back to the breath. Breathing into your chest and out from your belly. On your next inhalation, return to center. And exhale to lower both palms to your lap. Notice the expansion of your energetic body. See how far you can feel beyond your physical body. Beautiful. All right, come back to your all fours position. And then from here, gently press back into downward dog. Taking a moment to pedal out each foot. Extend through your right leg and then your left. And then once you've done that a few times, just come to find stillness. Remembering to take a soft bend to the knees. And the most important part of your downward dog is the length in your spine. So we're not here for a hamstring stretch. We're here to elongate the spine. Taking 2 more rounds of breath as you are. And gently look forward towards your hands and moving any way you like, taking steps. You might like to jump. Just walk your hands in between, your feet in between your hands. From here, inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold. A moment to cool the jets here. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, stay as you are, place your hands on your hips. Inhale, rise all the way to stand, and then exhale to release your hands. Beautiful. Now step your left foot to the back of the mat, turning your toes outward on a 45-degree angle, placing your heel on the floor. From here, we're going to move dynamically in and out of Warrior One. So to begin, exhale any breath that you currently have. Inhale to bend your front knee, raise your arms skyward. And exhale, return to stand, lower your arms. Inhale, Warrior One. Exhale, return to stand. Inhale and lower. Exhale and rise. Beautiful. This time to stay. Inhale and find your Warrior One position. Stay as you are. Come back to find that chest breath. Breathing into your chest and out from your belly. Option here to cactus your arms. Or if you would like to, clasp your hands behind you, roll your shoulders back. Just watch where your mind goes here. Can you find peace in this moment? Three more rounds of breath. Beautiful. Release the clasp in your hands if you have them. Return your leg to stand. Step your back foot to your front foot. Just take a moment to feel the vibrance throughout that right side of your body. Notice a little bit of heat. A circulation of energy charging up your physical body. Beautiful. Evening out the left side now. Step your right foot to the back of the mat. Toe turned out on a 45-degree angle, pressing your heel to the floor. Straighten your front leg. And so that we're on the same page, exhale any breath that you currently have. Inhale, bend through your front leg, raise your arms skyward, find warrior one. Exhale, straighten your front leg, lower your arms. Inhale, bend into your front leg, raise your arms skyward. Exhale, return to stand. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, return to stand. This time finding our static warrior one position. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale to sink a little bit deeper. Finding that perfect stillness here. Option to cactus your arms. Or if you'd like, clasping the hands behind you, roll the shoulders back. Come back to be the observer of the mind. Where does your mind wander when things get a little heated? Notice your breath. Has it shortened? Are you still able to take those full breaths into your chest? Beautiful. 3 more breaths as you are. And unclasp your hands if they're clasped. Straighten your front leg and then gently step both legs to the front of the mat. See how far you can feel beyond your physical body. Can you notice the prana in your heart space? Lovely. All right, staying as you are, feet hip width distance apart. Inhale to raise both arms skyward. Exhale to fold from the hips, reaching your fingertips to the floor or your shins. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And then exhale, step both feet to the back of the mat, downward dog. Inhale through plank. And then exhale to lower chest to the floor. Inhale, raise your chest, upward dog. Then exhale, plant your feet in the ground, press back to downward dog. Stay as you are for 3 breaths. Look to the front of the mat and gently step both feet in between your hands. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold once more. Inhale to rise all the way to stand. Bring your palms together above head. And then exhale, lower them down to heart center. Inhale, raise both arms skyward. Exhale to fold from deep in the hips, reaching your fingertips to the floor. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands to the floor, step back to downward dog. Inhale, reach through plank. Then exhale, lower your chest to the ground, squeezing your elbows to your side body. Inhale, upward dog. And then exhale, tuck your toes, press your hips skyward. Stay for 3 breaths. Look to the front of your mat and gently step both feet in between your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way to stand, arms overhead. Bring your palms together and exhale, return your palms to heart center. Take a few moments here to connect in with deep belly breath. Beautiful. This time, to make our way to the floor, we will do a half flow. Inhale to raise your arms skyward. Exhale to fold from deep in the hips, fingertips reaching the floor or the shins. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen your spine. And exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale to lower the knees. And then exhale, untuck your toes, sit back on your heels, find Vajrasana. A moment to pause. And just feel into that space in between. Beautiful. From here, making your way down to lay on your belly. You're going to take a soft back bend today. So placing your hands either side of your shoulders. From here, as you inhale, press into your hands, lifting your shoulders up. Option here to extend your hands out in front of you, resting on your elbows. Pulling your shoulders backwards, lifting your chin slightly, and just feeling like you're pulling energy into your heart space, into your chest. Two more rounds of breath as you are. And to come out, gently walk your hands either side of your chest as you lower to the ground. Take one ear to the floor and then extend your hands out behind you, palms facing skyward. And turn to face the opposite direction. And walk your hands either side of your chest. And turn your gaze to center. Press up to all fours. And then lower your hips back to your heels. Rest in child's pose for a moment or so. Connecting the center of your forehead to the ground. And walk your hands either side of your chest. And gently press back up to a seated position. From here, untuck your feet from underneath you and come to a cross-legged seat. From here, place your right hand to the outside of your right hip. Inhale, raise your left arm skyward. And then exhale to twist from the navel center. Hook the outside of your left hand to the outside of your right knee. The final piece to move is the gaze over your right shoulder. return the gaze to center and unraveling the spine, resting both hands on your knees. And whichever way you have your legs crossed, switch legs. One side will always feel a little bit more funny than the other. And take your left hand to the outside of your left hip. Raise your right arm skyward. And exhale to twist from the navel center, hooking the outside of your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Final piece to move is the gaze over your shoulder. Just coming back to that deep belly breath. Assimilating and digesting all of the energy that we've cultivated today. Return your gaze to center. Gently unravel your spine, resting your hands on your knees. And then when you're ready, make your way to a Shavasana position. Before we move into Shavasana, just bending both knees into your chest. Right hand to your right knee, left hand to your left knee. You might like to draw little circles with your knees, feeling a massage on your lower back. In one direction, and then the opposite direction. And then find stillness, feeling the connection of your spine to the earth underneath you. And extend both legs long, allowing your feet to roll out naturally. Becoming aware of your breath again. Of the rise and fall of your belly. Spend a few moments experiencing the breath. begin to wriggle your fingers and your toes. Deepening your breath once more. When you're ready, roll to one side. Take a few rounds of breath. And then gently press yourself up to a seated position. Becoming aware of your breath as it moves in and out of your nostrils. Sense that you're drawing in prana in a downwards V shape, moving through your both nostrils, and then gathering at that point at the center of the forehead. Notice as you draw the breath in, the temperature is cool. Notice as you expel the breath, there's a slight warmth to the air. With every inhalation, drawing in prana, or life force energy, to the point at the center of the forehead. Notice with each inhalation that this point is feeling more charged. There's an awareness, a pulsation, maybe a heat, just a general knowing The energy is pooling there. Release the technique of the breath. Just rest your awareness at the center of the forehead. Draw your awareness down to the center of the heart, the spiritual heart in the middle of the chest. Notice as you rest your awareness here, a gold light begins to form. Feel that gold light expanding so that it fills the space of the chest. And feel that gold light expanding once more. This time filling your entire body. And then rest. Bathing in that gold light. A sense of unconditional love. The kind that comes from within. An experience of the bliss body. to continue to rest in this awareness. The option to stay as you are, or bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. As my teacher always says, it's never just for yourself. It's how we change the world. Hariom.